Ben, your thoughts on that performance today?
Um, we can definitely be better. I think we're disappointed with just a point. I think first half they made it difficult. They slowed the tempo of the game and set out their stall. We responded really well. Start the second half. Thought we had a really good start. We get the goal, and I expected us to go on. And we just had a little spell where we invited a little bit of pressure by being a bit too deep. They score for a messy goal, and we're disappointed with that. And then we go again, and we look really good, and we have chances to score. The keeper makes a great save from Sam Nicholson. Brandon has a chance. We have set pieces, not get our delivery right. So, we're disappointed, but that's 7 from 9, and still on a good run. And we've got to look forward to Tuesday now and try and keep that going.
Yeah, absolutely. And I guess the frustration, that reaction when you consider the equaliser, you just sort of played like that a little bit beforehand. But it's human nature, isn't it? Where you sort of go back into yourself and the other team attacks.
Yeah, but we spoke there. It shouldn't be. There was no need to start doing that. We should have just carried on doing what we were doing, and in fact try and go and get the second goal. So that's just a little mentality thing, and we'll learn from that and use it forward now in future games.
Is that anything to do with sort of youth of the team, or is that just something you'd expect, whatever the age, to deal with?
Yeah, possibly a touch, but we've just spoke about it there, and I say it's something to learn from and make sure that it doesn't happen in future situations that are similar. So, I think the fact Burton come and made it difficult, and they've gone away with probably a good point for them. We've got to take a compliment a little bit that they came and sat and made it difficult, and were really good with their defensive shape and slowed the game down, etc. So, as I say, we've got to, next time we face a similar situation, just be a little bit better with it.
Talking the goal, and James again, as he did last week, a lot of hard work, but really good reading of the game to get himself in that situation.
Yeah, great forwards goal. It was a little error for them, but he pounced on it, and great composure to go round the keeper and slot it in. So, his work rate again was phenomenal, and that's 2 in 2, which are doing the world of good, and delighted for him.
Yeah, and again, both the strikers looked dangerous when you got them into the game. I guess the slight frustration, particularly in the first half, you couldn't quite get them as involved as you might want.
Yeah, I think it was difficult to get a tempo into the game first half, and I think that's one factor of A, not having a crowd, and B, sort of you don't get a multi-ball system. There's a delay when it goes out, and you can't quickly get another ball to take a throw in, etc. So they slowed the game down in terms of goal kicks and tried to play the game at their tempo, and I think it was difficult for us to get our tempo in the first half. We did that well, start the second half. We did it well last 10-15 minutes. Unfortunately, we just had that little spell in between that cost us the goal, and has ultimately cost us 2 points.
And now you've got a sort of run of games coming up with the squad that you've managed to assemble. I would imagine you're relatively happy going into that you can sort of mix and match maybe a little bit as you need to.
Yeah, very much so. That's why we've recruited what we've done and have that little bit of depth to the squad and an ability to change it round. I think for every club, the next probably month, 2 months, recovery is going to be probably the biggest thing in where teams are in the league table in 8 weeks' time, because there's so many games. At this stage of the season, to have that many midweek games is something that no one's ever really sort of faced before. So I think we need every team, including us, need a little bit of luck with injuries and managing players between games. And as you say, we've got depth to the squad, and we have got the option to change between games without losing the strength that we've got on the pitch.
Is that something you relish, that sort of hectic couple of months coming up, or do you think it's too much?
It's what it is. That's the situation, and as I say, we've got to manage that as best we can. We've been aware of that from the start of the season. The work we've done so far has been with one eye on that, and how we look after the players between games now, in terms of nutrition and recovery, etc., is going to be very important. And we've just got to do the best we can, and keep as many players fit and keep the players as fit as possible between games.